Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for the love on my last video and the new subscribers. Thank you. Hi and welcome. So today I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be something super simple because I have to go. It's early. I just found that recording in the mornings, because I'm doing my makeup anyway, it's just probably going to be easier for me than to try to get up on Saturdays and do it. So yeah. Plus, I want to tell you guys about this 𝔼𝕪𝕖𝕤, okay? Because I didn't use it again, and I think I'm feeling it. I think I'm feeling it this go around. So let's jump into these eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution pencil. It is in the shade dark brown. I always spend like way too much time on TikTok in the morning trying to do these damn transitions, because like I kind of semi want to do like these really cool transitions, but your girl can't seem to get it down for nothing. I watched several YouTube videos and I just like, my mind does not allow me to understand transitions. Like, mind blown every single time. I have legit spent so much time mad at Makeup Revolution about that damn pen not working with my brows and being done. Well, I mean, it worked with the brows, but I felt like it wasn't like a lot of product in there. And that's just because, yeah, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So it's me. I'm sorry, Makeup Revolution, because I was damn sure like, how the hell are y'all putting out a product that don't even last more than 2 weeks? But that's because I didn't know what I was doing. I was the issue. So I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. And, you know, when you're right, you're right. Okay. The problem is I have so many different freaking palettes that I never know which look I really want to do. But I do think I want to do like a green shimmer today. It may turn into something else. Y'all know I change my mind all the time. But I'm going to use this palette. This palette is the Lick and Lash Beauty Palette. It's the Playful palette. And it comes with all these different colors in there. So I think I'm going to use some of the greens out of this just to kind of get me started a little bit until I kind of figure out where I want to go. Now, this eyeshadow base that I have on, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and I absolutely love this primer. Okay, so I think I'm going to add just a smidget more because I need my colors to really pop. See, at first I thought I was going to be going in with a brown, but now that we're going to do a green, I need them to really just bam. Okay, I'm going to start out with like the mid to dark green that's in that palette. And I'm just going to start right here on the outer corners and just kind of bring that in towards like the highest point of my arch. Y'all pray for me because I don't know where the heck I'm going with this look. I don't know, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed that this comes out the way that I need it to. A little nervous. Okay, now I'm going to take a green that's like a little bit lighter, maybe like one shade up, and I'm going to begin to just kind of smoke this out a little bit. And see, I don't know, I need like a different brush. Hang on. Nope, I'm gonna use this one because I think I'm gonna go in with like a little bit of brown to diffuse the top a little bit. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm just gonna go in and kind of go around the edges with that. Lord, I do not have time for this to come out crazy this morning. Like, oh, there go my alarm. Too much for me. Too much. It's already looking like it's a little much. I need to bring this down a little bit, so I'm going to use like a little bit of brown. The brown I'm going to be using is from my Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo palette, and I'm just going to go right over top and just kind of diffuse that just a little bit. I don't know what my fear is when it comes to like having bright colors just come out a little bit too much, but it just makes me nervous. I feel like the brown closer to my arch, I don't know, for whatever reason that just looks better to me. Okay, I'm gonna try to add like a little bit more green in here. I noticed that wasn't green. I don't know, I'm just kind of mixing stuff at this point because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna attempt to use my flat brush to cut my crease because I'm tired this morning and I don't have time for like an extra crispy crease. So I'm gonna just use my flat brush and call it a day. I like cutting my crease with my fluffy brushes because I just feel like they give more coverage in there quicker instead of me like really trying to focus on like a precise cut. Like this just kind of gets me in and gets me out and I'm good to go because ain't nobody got time for the extraness. Like, we just don't. Okay, to get rid of my harsh edges, I'm gonna go in. This is just the product that was already left on the brush, and I'm just kind of sweeping that out. Not too much, not too harsh, just sweeping it. Just a little nice little sweep up in that thing. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this because this is kind of giving me green bluish vibes. So I don't know if I need to go in with a blue or if I need to go in with a green. Like, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go in with green. I think. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try some of this parakeet that's up in there, and I'm going to attempt to blend that into the previous color. Y'all know when I work with matte, this is just like a light sweep, a light tap. It's more so a tap more than it is, oh, that's pretty. More than it is like a sweep motion. So more so just like a tap to just get them in place where I need them to be, and then we move on to the next color. To me, this is just the easiest way to blend and make sure all of your colors are popping, but each of them, it doesn't look like a harsh transition to each color, if that makes sense. I do like the blue transitioning into the green. You know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of that J.Lo dress. Y'all remember the one? It's reminding me of that. It's giving me very much J.Lo vibes, and I'm here for it, and I like it. I like it. So y'all know back in the day when I used to do my cut creases, I used to do like 3 shadows on a cut crease, and I think that's what we're going for today. So next we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna do a lighter green up in that thing, right? So this one is like the lime green, and we just gonna blend that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Just blend, blend, blend right on top of the lime. I don't know where we're going today, but I feel like it might be going to a good place, you know? Maybe. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I like that a little bit. Of course, I'm going to add some black to my edges. Y'all already know. That should not be a question. I'm adding black to the edges, because period. Because I definitely need a dark edge. Tap, tap, tap. Tap in, okay? And then if you lost any of, like, the previous color, you just go back into the previous color and just tap that boy right on in there, and it'll bring it back out, you know? It's not difficult, it's not hard. Let's get into it. Let's make it do what it do. And as y'all can see, I'm using the same brush for all of this. I'm literally just wiping it off on my little thing. It's a little bit rinky-dink and ghetto, but my little brush cleaner, just wiping it off there and keeping it moving, okay? That's what we're doing here. All right, let's go one more shade lighter, and we're just going to put that right there on that inner corner. That's gonna finish us off. But I feel like maybe it shouldn't. I feel like maybe I should go in with like a white or this blue. Sorry, don't play, don't play, girl, because you know I will go in with this damn blue in a what second. My camera tried to cut off on me. Like, you tried it, ma'am. You really did try it. I kind of want to do like something. Oh, you know what? I got a pretty green I can go in the inner corner with, so we're going to leave that. But I did want to add like a little bit of maybe blue in here, just like a little bit. So they have a blue working out the same palette, y'all. They have a little bit of a blue in there. So I'm going to kind of add that to like the corners a little bit. But right before I go on with the black. But that right there is going to set it off, you know, just like a little bit. Any color you want to pull back out, come into the light, Caroline, you're just gonna lightly tap it, and that'll bring it back out, and it'll also help to blend. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that lime because I feel like we kind of lost it a little bit in here. Like I said, anything you felt like you lost, go back and get it. Okay, we want to get it in blood, period. Give me a second. Give me a second. To deepen up my corners, I'm going to go in with like a little bit of black. Just like a smidget of black right there on the outer corners. Not too much. Not too much. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. Like a little bit right here. And then a little bit on the other side. And be careful with the black because sometimes black you cannot undo love. So you have to be careful with it, okay? Don't be going heavy-handed with this, okay? We doing light taps, okay? Light taps. Okay, they have like this shimmer green little glow thing, and I'm gonna use that on the inner corners to kind of just make it pop just a little bit, not too much. Hopefully y'all can see. And this is like more so like me stamping it in the inner corners because I don't think I'm using the right brush to kind of like blend it in there. I'm gonna grab another brush. Y'all know I don't ever use the right brushes. It just be whatever I can find. So if you guys recall, in my last video, I was showing you guys this pencil that I use anytime that I lose some of my brow highlight. So what I'll do is it's like this little white pen. It's just from Brow Lights. I'm trying to get you guys the exact name, but it says Brow Lights. I don't know. I got it in my BoxyCharm box. But I'll just kind of like trace out where I had already cut my brows. And then just kind of use my finger. As you guys can see, it is a little bit bright, but just kind of use my finger to blend that out. Y'all, I swear I hear somebody vacuuming, and every time I hear somebody vacuuming like early in the morning like this, I instantly think a crime was committed. So I look at the time to make sure if the police come, I can tell them what the hell happened. This white stuff on my face is the 𝔼𝕪𝕖𝕤 primer. This primer, I don't know if it's the primer mixed with the setting powder or if it's the setting powder by itself, but I'm telling y'all, it gave me about a good 12 hours before like I was full-blown oily, which is amazing because most do not do that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna give this Nars a second chance. I'm about to go in. I'm putting it on the back of my hand. Just using, I don't know, like a little bit, maybe like 2 to 3 pumps. See how much coverage I get with this. Let's see. And I saw somebody say you're supposed to pat it, not drag it. So let's see how the pat in motion works. Once again, I really do like the formula of this because, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I did color correct. I color corrected and I set with my 𝔼𝕪𝕖𝕤 powder, honey powder. But I do like the formula of this. It's very, very lightweight in comparison to like some other drugstore products I try, like even the NYX. And I'm definitely a fan of the NYX or the NYX. Y'all know I don't know how to pronounce that, but I am definitely a fan of that. And I can tell y'all, in comparison to that, this is definitely a lighter. It's so much lighter on your face. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just very light and airy, but you get full coverage. Okay, Nars, play nice. This is the Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just going in with that just to give me, I don't know, kind of tone down my Nars, because my Nars is a little bit bright. Just tone it down just like a little bit prior to me putting the Nars on. Y'all know I don't be knowing what the hell I be doing. I just be doing stuff and really just praying for the best, like hoping it comes out good. I mean, but the world may never know. Okay, so this is the Nars in the liquid. Y'all know in the last video I used the Nars in the cream concealer. So this is the liquid concealer, and I'm gonna let that kind of sit and dry down prior to me blending that out. Okay, this is my foundation stick from Black Radiance. It's in the shade Espresso, and I always use that to contour. I call it a contour stick, but it's really just a foundation stick that's a deeper shade than me. All right, let's go and blend out these under eyes. Just going to blend them out in place. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I do like that. I think it blended out a lot better than the cream. I'm still going to use the cream because I bought it. Definitely like that one better. Okay, so now that I have my concealer and my contour placed the way that I want it to, I'm now going to go in with my 𝔼𝕪𝕖𝕤, and this is in the shade Honey. And when I tell y'all, yesterday I was like, wow, this really works. But I'm just gonna set all under my eyes. But I felt like I was not as oily as I normally am. Like, normally I am super greasy by the time I hit work, and I looked in the mirror yesterday and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not that damn oily. Like, I was really surprised. And even towards my lunch, I go to lunch at like 1, I was like, girl, you are still not oily. Like, you a little bit greasy, but like not the normal, you know what I'm saying? It just felt good. I was like, I think I have finally found a powder that I like. You know what, I might have to spend the money dollars just to get this powder because it's that damn good. Now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer duo, and I'm going to set my bronzer or my contour, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna set it on my cheeks really good. Just gonna set that in place. Okay, for my blush, I've been using this little orange in there. I've just been taking it and choosing a little bit to do my blush. I always start back here and then just kind of work my way up. I like orange blush. I don't know what's going on with me and orange blush lately, but me and orange blush have been vibing, okay? Like, I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. I really wish that I could find an orange blush. I know somebody commented before I have to go to Sephora. Or was it Sephora or was it Ulta? I can't remember, but they commented where they have like some good orange blushes. So I'll have to go and check those out. Okay, so while I wait on my lashes to dry, we're gonna go in with the LA Girl. This is the Perfect Precision Pencil in the shade dark brown, I believe, or brown. Sorry, it's in brown. And I'm gonna use this to line my lips. Make sure I ain't got nothing on them. Sometimes I put a little Carmex on in the mornings. And they say like the perfect nude for you. Where did I hear this? I don't know. I can't remember where I heard it, but they said like the perfect nude would be the shade of your nipples. So look at the shade of your nipples and that would be the perfect nude for you. Okay, I'm gonna put on my lashes right quick. Ooh, I can see like a hair on them. And if that hair falls into my eye, baby, it's game over. I'm going to go in with my Nude Lust. This is from Maybelline. And I want to apply it to my lips. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the crayon cases in Private Party. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of gloss to the center of my lips. Okay guys, so now we're gonna blend all of our excess powder out. If you guys have made it here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But we're just gonna blend all of that out. This is pretty much done. I do not use setting spray. I just don't like the way that it makes my skin look afterwards. I probably will have to go back to the MAC setting spray. That one was the only one that I like, the Fix It Plus or whatever it's called. But I'll have to probably go back to using that one. I'm not really a fan of any other ones. I feel like they leave my skin feeling like very, very blotchy. And the way that they set, I just don't like them. So I don't use setting spray. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to blend out my nose contour, my forehead. Anywhere that I have that excess powder setting, I'm pushing it into my skin now. All right guys, so here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys give me a like and subscribe to my channel. But I just kind of wanted to give you the final review of the Nars. The foundation I am absolutely in love with. The foundation will always be an 8 out of 10 or maybe a 10 out of 10 because I'm feeling it. Actually, today's gonna be the first day. No, is it the second day? Second day I'm wearing it to work, and I absolutely love that. The concealer, I am more of a fan of the liquid concealer. I feel like it gives you more of full coverage versus the cream. The cream, I would say, is like medium to full coverage, but it's not really buildable in my opinion. So if you guys are thinking about getting the concealer, I would totally suggest getting the liquid over the cream, unless you're just a fan of medium coverage, and that's your thing. You know, that's your prerogative. You do what you want to do, but I would totally suggest getting the cream. Anyway, I mean, not the cream, the liquid, sorry. Get the liquid. And then get the soft matte. I like the soft matte, and I love the way that it shows up on camera. I love the way that it shows up in my mirrors. Like, it is amazing. Absolutely, absolutely love the soft matte. I haven't tried the other one. Maybe that one's better, but this is the one that they recommended for me. So this is the one that I tried. Anyway, I gotta go because I'm late for work. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.